allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stand. The legislative authority in Asheville will impact the lives of families, businesses, and schools. With such a weighty responsibility, we believe it is wholly appropriate to petition for our authority in the discussion, reflection, and dispensing of our duties as council members. Moment of silence. Maybe see it. Roll call. Chad.
Present.
Roger. Present. Randy.
Present.
Dave. Yep. Matt's excused, and Colton said he'll be here. He'll be late. He'll be here. Have a motion to approve the May 20th, 24 regular council minutes.
So move.
Second. Second. Vote.
Yes. Yes. Departmental reports, Chief.
Nothing at this time, sir.
Nothing, sir. Daryl.
The only thing I have is the DLZ inspecting. They're going to start work up there at Ashton Crossing tomorrow. And they asked me today, the owner, I said, I can't answer that question.
Do we have a contract with them? Because I couldn't find anything. Because they would submit them for each phase. This is a new phase, isn't it?
It's phase 3, but
Yeah, because we've never signed off one.
I can look.
Okay.
I said, just tell them to call me and we'll start the roadway. Finish the building pads. But that is a basement. Them will all be basements there. In that section.
For number on it. We have 2 items for legislation. We'll hold them off until we have the
Wait for Colton, so we might go with anything else you have, presentations or, comments from anybody.
any committee reports.
I do. Park Committee. Have 2 recommendations from the Park Committee. First recommendation is that we would like to place Christmas trees decorated around the park track and the light posts, 2 to 3 trees per post, and that they would be decorated. And the Business Association has agreed to coordinate this. And I have an estimate of about $5,500 to put in GFI plugs on each post with the shuttle switch and the little electric house. And I'd like council's permission to proceed with that. Can we get that? And then I'll move to the second one. We need a motion for that?
Motion.
Second. Vote?
Yes.
Yes.
And then the second one is regarding letting vendors park and event parking in the grassy area of our community park, meaning market days and Viking Festival. The 4th of July goes without saying that they have free run pretty much in the park. But we'd like to open up the park so the vendors can park and they don't have to pull over in the school lot after they've unloaded, as long as weather permitting and the organizers of each event would police it. And, I know there's going to be violators, but yet it is a community park. And this would show at the time of that event that something is going on in the park and that it's not something going on at the school when you run them over. So if we could get the council's okay to proceed to let them park there, we appreciate it. So a motion for that.
You got it. So move.
Second.
Second.
Vote?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And that's all I have.
Okay.
Did you hear for legislation?
Come back here for legislation. Motion, resolutions for second reading. The first one's 06-2024, and it's amending 2024, the permanent appropriations. fiscal officer to transfer money for Route 316.
Make a motion for second reading.
Second?
Yes.
Vote?
Yes.
2024 resolution amending ordinance 2024-04, the permanent appropriation ordinance for the Village of Asheville, and authorizing the fiscal officer to transfer funds between accounts to satisfy the village's agreed upon share of the State Route 316 paving project and declaring an emergency.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
Vote?
Yes. Yes.
And then we have 2024 resolution authorizing the director and village administrator to settle an agreement with Cummins Auto Group and declaring an emergency.
Motion to reading.
Second?
Second.
Vote?
Yes.
2024 resolution authorizing directing village administrator and fiscal officer to execute a settlement agreement release with Kristen Cummins Auto Group LLC and declaring an emergency.
You want this one tonight? Just second reading? That's
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the second reading, suspend the rules of council, waive the third reading, and adopt the resolution as an emergency measure.
Second.
Vote?
Yes.
I've only got a couple things. I talked with a company they call Pass Off about where the apartments are being built by, we're going to be built by Rhonda Homes on Lockburn Eastern. They've expressed some interest in building there, and they asked some questions about CRA, TIF, and I kind of pointed them towards Ryan and then Burke because they had some utility questions. So Ryan was going to wait on him to call him and then talk to him. And then I talked to Ryan later on this afternoon about the CRAs and TIFs. He asked some questions about Fisher when they were here the other night, and also said Miranda is about ready to move on the Bates property. So they've talked to him. They're trying to work out some TIF agreements and stuff.
Can I make a comment on that? I see Ryan all the time in Columbus on Capitol Square. I can't tell you how important it is to have those guys be a voice for us. It's putting us at the table with a lot of great players and companies. So I just, he's a good navigator for our village.
Yes. April.
Yeah, a couple of things. Speaking of CRAs, TIFs, apparently I just learned that the county has a, sorry, I forgot that I was going to talk about this. I need 2 representatives from the village because we offer CRAs, TIFs. We have to be on this committee that is the county has to kind of, I guess, to hold everybody accountable for making sure they're sending the right reports to the state and tracking the CRAs, TIFs, and everything. So Samantha and I said we would be the representatives to attend these meetings. But if you guys want to appoint somebody else, that's fine. We just need 2 people. One of you can go. I think it's important that I go.
You need
Sounds great.
Yeah. You had me at yes. Yes.
So you're okay with it being Sammy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I have a then and now payable to, Crossroads Community Planning. That's the company doing our ordinances, updates, and planning and zoning. The amount's $8,000.
I make a motion that we pay the vendor.
Second.
Vote?
Yes.
Thanks. That's all I have. Oh, no, I have one more thing. It is that time of year we're going to be working on our tax budget. So I'm going to plan a public hearing for that. We'll be able to discuss it at committee of the whole, but I have to have a public hearing. So I plan to have the public hearing the last meeting of this month. It has to be passed and to the auditor by July 20th. So that's kind of where we are. We have to post it for so many days, then have the public hearing, and then we can vote to send it down to the auditor. So that's what's coming. But I'll have that ready for you at committee of the whole, the actual report. So look, it's guesstimates as to what kind of money we think we're gonna get. That's all it is.
Ms. Allen, want to talk to council?
Yes. I need to, I've asked before, but never officially. I live in the alley. I don't live on the street on, my address is Powell Street, but I actually live on 2 alleys. It's a white 2-story. It's kind of catty cornered from Kelly Joe's.
Okay, you live one on the south side?
Yes, the house. And now even more so, I need it to be private because I got traffic coming from Kelly Joe's. I can't go out the north end because I can't see past the garage that way or the cars parked in the driveway that way. And it also needs fixed because that one end is really bad.
Where's the
Street. It's on, north of Harrison Street. It's in that alley between stations, yeah. It's just right behind Jim Bob. Pretty close. Behind the Columbus firefighter was behind Jim Bob.
I have a picture I took so you can kind of see where it was at, if that helps at all.
I can't see that. I'm the youngest one here.
That's right.
And you want the alley
And I-
closed or?
Which part of the alley do you?
Well, if you go up front or you block me from Long Street, so I have to go out that way now. The other
Is that
way.
Jim Mullin, is that, okay, so there you go, okay, yeah.
And that's in the, I have to go out now, but it needs fixed bad. I mean, it's
But it's
a major
part of
problem.
it, yeah. So it's creating, by creating a bottleneck.
Not all of this, this is the original house. Is that all?
So what's the procedure for us to do this, as far as we have to have somebody look at it, it goes through zoning, it goes through the streets, it goes through what? So we can get something moving.
So you want this one closed?
the other portion, right? He got the front end closed.
What you'll need to do is you'll need to get 2 people who live there, or,
Well,
have to get.
It's Mrs. Partee, but I don't
I don't know, yeah,
She
we-
doesn't live there and she don't ever come there. I'm the only one who maintains the alley.
Pass.
She did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, her daughter.
Be Renee.
Or whatever, yeah.
See, that's right.
Gotcha.
And my front door is on the alley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Sorry, I just get visual here. Sure. Okay.
You need to kind of take a look at it on the area and figure out, because that's, closing off alleys, closing off access, and so you have to be careful about how much you close, but also,
Well, wasn't the second part of the ask, like, just getting the alley repaired?
Right, the end of it is like a major
That
pothole,
would be-
which is the only way I can go now.
Is it potholes or is it?
Yeah, this is
And honestly, I'm not,
grade it out next year.
I'm not sure that that apartment should even be there because it was put in after I bought the house. It was a garage it wasn't a garage that you drove in, it was just a garage for the house out front, and it's only one parcel. And
Yeah.
she basically just kind of made it into an apartment. So,
You want to also, well, take a look at that forest area and see
Yeah,
what
I'll
kind
take a
of
look at it
information
first
you
thing in
can
the
get, and then
Yeah, I think we need some people to go look at it and think about the flow and everything that we've got there and see what we can make happen. Yeah.
We
I
would.
mean, I think everybody in Asheville would like to have their alleys closed. I mean, it's just a way it goes.
yeah, but mine is kind of a little different because I live on the alley, I don't have a street.
I understand.
And I'm disabled, so I
And
can
we'll-
walk from
and
the
that's what we'll
street.
take a look at, and see if we can, if there's a way that it can accommodate you and not gum up everything else. That's all you're looking at, is so that police have access, fire has access, things like that. You know, those are the kind of things you have.
Her area is paved between her house and the apartment.
It
So
Well, that is
was,
kind of a
I always
together.
thought
was
that maybe
because of
it
the heavy
was.
traffic we've been
Yes.
getting, that
Yeah.
it's getting toward a
Is that
dusk
what some
now.
shields you said? Okay, gotcha. Okay, and that was a garage, and now it's people live there, right? Yeah.
So are you saying that people come down the alley from Kelly Joe's and make a right turn where you're at? So we could?
But I have,
but,
yeah, I have a lot of traffic in my alley that I shouldn't have really.
Probably a lot more than you ever had before.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you lived there?
I've been there since I bought it in
The
95.
opposite direction. That would stop them from coming from there.
I mean, one way out, with them.
Okay, we'll just have to see what.
Yeah, but that doesn't help me.
We'll certainly look into it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We'll send Greg out, we'll get some ideas on it and take a look at it and see what we can do. Yes, sir. Who-
Nancy.
Does Nancy have anything? Nancy, got anything?
I was checking in after the Viking Festival to make sure all the feedback was good for you all. We had a good year on our end. So, and if there was
Seemed to
anything.
go fine.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
good weather, it's nice to not have mud.
It was lovely to have good weather.
Yeah,
That's been a very long time.
but otherwise, I had no issues.
Well, our hearts certainly go out to you. I know it was
Yeah.
you had a loss, and that's,
That was rough. There was an impact. She'd been with us and the Renaissance Fair circuit for about 30 years. So she was a kid when she started. So that was a hard one. Things you don't plan for.
Food pantry did well though too.
Food pantry, we had
150
another
boxes.
record-breaking year
Okay, good.
in giving them boxes of food.
Thank you for this one.
And
you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
so we'd like to do it again next year. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
We'll see you in April.
We'll see you
Okay,
next year.
sounds good.
Yeah, have you, so I drove up Rail Street and down Vernon Street, and there is now, no through sign over there. And I know it's been a little while since they've been in there, but I thought that that had to be maintained as a street.
Yes. Yes.
And it puts speed bumps in.
Yeah.
Should.
Because that is the access, because we'll close off the one traction line road. sort of
Right,
as space.
right.
That was the idea, I believe, was it?
Well, I know when that started, I was still fire chief then,
Exactly.
and that was a discussion that we had in these meetings, that in order for them to build there, that's a stipulation, they had to provide some way to get traffic through.
Was it a contractual agreement, or was it an, handshake deal?
I was part of that meeting, I wasn't part of the actual documentation of
Can
it.
we look back into that, April, please, to see if there's a contractual obligation?
We got something that came through zoning or came through whatever.
If it's a contract and it was a portion of it, they need to follow up on their end of the bargain.
Because you need a way in, need a way out, just in case of
The
something.
size of it's got two ways in it anyways.
Yes.
But Chris Debbie said that there was it's a private roadway with a public easement on it to allow for the thoroughfare, so, but I haven't seen anything. But he said there's actually a public easement.
Yeah, were they supposed to pave the portion that is new? It's not paved like the street is right now, right?
Yeah, nothing's gonna get paved north of where you turn in.
Okay.
Because they're supposed to put gates there so they can close that off just for deliveries like to the wastewater. So
I'd just like to-
look into it.
Yeah, I'd just like to know, because I mean, to be honest with you, to go to H, you gotta go across the railroad tracks twice, and it's kind of a, and
Oh, I love going through there.
Well, I mean,
It's so easy.
It's why I did access to that.
You don't have to cross the tracks.
yeah, exactly. When you come through there, coming home, you know, if there's a train there, you don't have to wait on it.
You don't have to worry about it, because yeah, exactly. You can
Cut
just-
through. I
so
mean,
it is right.
it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
What was zoning on that apartment complex was you have to have 2 outlets. But for the many apartments they have to have 2 outlets. That's the reason we got Rail Street paved, because that was their second outlet. So as for a thoroughfare, which we told them that the cars is gonna be going through there because it's an actual street and it's not a dead end street. So I don't know what kind of easement Chris put on it, so you have to find out what the easement is on Chris, I don't know, because I've questioned it to him twice. I am working on getting the stop, I got the stop sign up at 752, but they have not put one up at Rail Street yet. So, but when we did the zoning on it,
Traffic sign?
Yeah, there are two of them, one on each side.
Well, there's one right out the other, about 10 feet apart.
yeah.
Residents only.
Yeah.
That's not, that wasn't the original intent.
No,
That was not the original
And like I
intent.
said, now when you cut through there, there's speed bumps through there as well.
I don't, what's wrong with the speed bumps? That just controls traffic. We ought to have some around
Well,
town.
we,
Well, I guess that's what I'm saying, if it's a regular street,
It is, yes, it is.
why
Yeah, there's no other speed bumps anywhere on any other.
It should go, conform with other regular streets.
They have something to do with it. I mean, there's going to be a lot of kids out there.
You totally agree, but we're just suggesting that it's turning into things that we weren't agreeing on. And that's speed bumps are fine, I'd go over them in my SUV, but.
I don't know about the no through traffic.
Yes.
yeah, I don't
We
agree-
need to,
I don't agree with that, but I told them, I said, you can't put them signs up when I talked to their office there. They said, we gotta control this traffic, they're flying through here, we gotta slow them down.
they fly down Cyrus Street.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they do.
You know,
And Park Street.
So they put the
I mean,
speed, they put the speed bumps in, but if it becomes a thoroughfare or a street, we can't plow with speed bumps.
there's your
Well,
rub.
there you go, but if it's our responsibility to
Okay.
plow, we can't plow with speed bumps.
Right.
You know, so who's taking care
If
of
there was
it?
no talks of speed bumps, they shouldn't be on a street.
Right, that's what I'm just saying, it just seemed like all of a sudden,
It changed.
Somebody needs to talk to them.
Trouble is, they don't have the speed limit
Somebody needs to
signs
talk to these.
I don't know of any speed.
It's just like
limit
anything
sign,
else.
are you? Is
It needs
there
to
something
be
there?
in the
What's
department.
Speed limit
As
sign.
it was agreed to.
No,
As
there
it
is
was
no speed limit in there
Speed
yet.
limit sign in there.
The intent's the intent, the intent is the intent, that was.
so, thank you.
Yes.
No. Well, I do have something. I brought up the last meeting about the school providing certificates of insurance during school time.
Yes, I can
go
go
attend
attend
the
the
meeting,
meeting,
And I really think that's important because those are organized activities as opposed to just some kid going there and playing in the summer. And we need to be protected if something happens. And they're no different than some of these other people.
I would think the school would have, but I would think the school would have insurance if they take them anywhere. They, you know, they
If it's a
take them off site.
Well, they would have insurance, but with us, they still need a certificate of insurance for the liability, so we're not responsible.
So they provide it to
for
us.
something
That should-
Yes.
That should be have it.
That should be easy.
Call Kyle.
Yeah, that's all.
That should be- that should be
It's real
easy.
simple.
That
It's
should be
free,
That
their cost
should,
limit.
that should be very easy.
Yeah,
Should be-
so-
Okay, yeah, but you're right, before school starts again, we probably need to have that in place,
Right.
absolutely.
Well, in our spirit of good relations with the school, as Kyle promised, that should be quickly.
Maybe, his cake.
I don't have anything.
I got nothing.
There was another gentleman that came in, I don't know if he
Yeah.
is. Yeah, step into the last if you would.
Thank you for the
You
opportunity
can
to
go
speak.
around
Yeah.
that way if you'd like.
My name is Bill Deal. I grew up south of here, in a little town south of here. But I'm from the Sons of the American Revolution, and we have a 250th project we're doing. And that's to get people, all the elected officials we can, to sign the Declaration of Independence. I got the governor on down, we got over 100 names on here already, but I thought it would be very special to have all of you sign this declaration. But I'll wait till you're done for business.
Cool. You can probably set it up over here. We can go.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys wanna go to the 4th of July parade? I can set that up.
Selected people.
No, if you wanna go through our 4th of July parade, I'm serious.
The Sons of
Yeah, Mayor, yeah.
American Revolution.
Yeah, I can tell my